did they go? They just exited the Zoom or what? What's going on?
Somebody come here. She really like the stream.
1, 2, 3. Hello and welcome back. They did.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, clap.
No. 1, 2, 3,
clap.
Why are you done like 1 second late?
Internet.
Hello and welcome back to my channel. I'm joined by my siblings once again, Sahil, Shape, and Rach. Because it was so highly requested and
Who requested
like so
it?
many.
Who requested it? Who asked? Your mommy? Who asked? My mommy. Knock knock. Who's there? No one. Sorry. Who?
So we're going to review another Netflix show called Never Have I Ever.
I have a question.
Okay.
Why do both of you look like McDonald's?
Yeah, I'm gonna go change.
Okay, so initial thoughts, overall thoughts on the show.
The last 2 episodes should have been the entire show.
Yeah. Like some parts of it were enjoyable. Some parts of it were.
Yeah.
The second-hand embarrassment was a bit painful sometimes.
Like, I mean, I'm glad there is South Asian representation in mainstream media and a great platform like Netflix, but it was just a bit too stereotypical.
Was it?
And I was quite sad that it was stereotypical. Yeah, like there were like, cause I don't know. Okay, so there was that one scene where Kamala is watching Riverdale, and no, before that she was like, oh, and do you want to watch a Hindi movie with me, a Bollywood movie? It's going to be like only 17 hours long. Like,
I like that.
And the thing is, Kamala wasn't saying it as a joke.
Oh, yeah.
Like, she was actually, she said 3 hours long, then it would have been funny because it is true. Like, so it's just like some of the Indian jokes were just a bit like,
But you know what?
okay. I mean, not like,
Nitya said it was okay, except Kamala did this with her head every single time she spoke, and it's like it's okay, like people do
Right?
it, which is totally cool. But no, like it's not a personality trait. Nobody does it every single time they talk.
like her accent actually was okay. It was quite good.
It was
like
so good.
It was good in the sense like it wasn't too exaggerated. Because I actually listened to her accent on Instagram, and she's a completely American accent. But
like her in her videos. But if you watch the show as a comedy, it's so funny. Like, it's so funny. If you just take everything as like a joke,
Yeah.
and just like every on the nose thing that they give you and every stupid thing that they show, if you take it as a joke, I was laughing the whole time.
yeah, okay, actually we were both laughing. But like at some points it was really hard to watch. Let's talk about the narrator. Who the hell? Who is this narrator? Who is he? Where is he from? Where did he? He's so annoying.
I love him.
I hate him. I don't get it. Like, what? It was so annoying. I did not enjoy the narrator at
I
all.
loved it when she just stood up. It was so funny. Then the way he said it and stuff, it was just so funny. I think that's the point. You're just supposed to be funny about
But
it.
it's so random. Like the episode where Adam Sandler
Andy Samberg.
narrated, I loved
Adam
it.
Sandberg. Oh god. No, I
Someone-
can't see. Jao, bhago yahan se. Bhago yahan se.
December.
He's the one who acted in Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
You know,
Oh, he narrated.
I need to mute her.
I thought it was Adam Sandler. Oh, I'm precious. It's a fit. It's a fit. It's a fit. I think the thing that really confused us in the first episode is how she got paralyzed and then was able to walk 3 months after.
I think it was shock. It was trauma. But your body just
Right, so I
dysfunction.
understood that later on. Yeah, I think it was trauma as well, but I think I only understood that later on because it was just too like, huh? And also, how come a 15-year-old wants to have sex?
Sejal Didi, have you been to America?
Yeah,
Have you been to anywhere outside? You watched Elite, Sejal Didi.
But Elite is elite. Oh, like Paxton. Do you know he's not even an Asian actor?
Oh, is he just a white guy?
Is he not?
Yeah! He's 29 years old!
Oh!
Yeah!
Yeah.
He's 29!
But that's not right.
Like,
He looks old,
I
but
know, I
like,
watched an interview.
maybe he just goes in the sun and gets wrinkled, you know? Wait, how old is the actress who acted as Devi?
18, I think.
And 18 kills the 29-year-old. That's quite disgusting.
But like for example, Ben, he was 20 years old. He's born in 2000.
What? He's not 20. Oh! I was gonna say 18. I was were born in 2000 are 20 years old. I thought they're like 17 still.
Are we allowed to talk about this? Should we just not talk?
Good idea. It's a bit too personal for all.
Yeah, I realized. You know what I'll do? I'll just bleep it out. Should we not talk about?
I don't think her friends should have forgiven her.
Yeah, okay.
She was such a bad friend.
For doing what? For doing what?
I don't think a friend should have forgiven her. That's
Or
what
like
they
in
said.
general?
Yeah!
Yeah, that was such an annoying part of the show. Like this is episode 6 or something, right?
When she went to Paxton after they just made up and she went to Paxton for a photo shoot. Granted, she didn't know it was for a photo shoot.
Still, bro, just tell Paxton. Okay, give me like half an hour. My friend's kind of having a serious thing going
Like
on.
the mother
I'll be
offended
serious.
The fact that he called her expecting her to go.
Puja episode. I thought it was a great thing to have one episode fully
Yeah.
dedicated to Indian culture and not as a joke, like an actual like, okay, this is Ganesh Puja.
Actually, it's Ganesh.
Ganesh.
As Mr.
South
Tennis Player calls it.
So yeah, like I mean, it was a good representation, but the only thing I felt a bit uncomfortable from the episode is how much she hated to be Indian.
No, but I'm sure a lot of people feel that way still.
It is a problem that people face.
Yeah. I mean, don't you remember when you were younger and people did?
Yeah, like.
But I didn't see when people did that. I didn't hate that I was Indian. I got angry at them for making fun of my culture.
No, I mean that's just you, but a lot of people do. Like I understand when she come in, and then when the older guy was like, I realized that I shouldn't hate and blah blah blah, and then what? And she's like, oh blah blah blah.
So you cannot just say blah blah blah. I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
Okay.
Where, someone asked to take a photo. Do you know actually that's happened to me?
Please, who would want to take a photo with you?
Okay.
You look like Princess Jasmine.
We went to
Hey.
near the Malayan, I don't know what's it called, Fullerton, that place, to do like human jog questions. And then there was this tour group of like an education tour, so it's teachers from all over Asia, so Japan, China, and everything. And they're like, oh, can I take pictures? I was like, I don't want to, so I just. Okay.
You should be honored. There's a Burj Khalifa and Malayan, and they found y'all the attraction of the place. Like, come on.
I mean, I mean, I felt like Mindy Kaling was trying to make it seem like it was an offensive thing to do, which granted is not a great thing to do, but I didn't find it offensive.
It's not offensive, it's just like, but it's just like if you say no, then you should just take the no, you know, like.
They should just back off.
But
No,
yeah,
I was very annoyed when the guy behind them in the queue was like, she's asking for a picture, and I'm like, come on.
Yeah, it was just made me, I don't know, okay, honestly, the show just made me very uncomfortable.
I think it was good.
I don't know what it is, I can't put my finger on it, but there was not things that I found like, oh, this is so offensive, or oh, this is like, why did you, it's not even that, it's just like, it just made me a bit uncomfortable as a brown person, and I don't know why.
I think it's one of those shows you cannot take to heart. Like, if you think of all the jokes, the 17 hours, I thought it was extremely funny because I didn't take it to heart. It's just like, yeah, Hindi movies are extremely long, which doesn't mean it's a joke. It is a joke. The writers meant it as a joke. But she said it as not a joke, but like, that makes it a joke.
My problem with it was less about the Indian thing and just more of like the cliche going to a boy and saying, hey, let's do it. And he's like, okay.
Okay. yeah.
Painful to watch.
Yeah, I guess so. But I just really want to get your perspective as a brown kid, seeing you're represented in the mainstream media. Do you feel like it was authentic?
Even with Indian people and brown people, everybody like, they're not, there's Sindhi people, there's Gujarati people, and everybody's so different, you know? And so even whatever thing, we don't, like, we're not gonna do everything that they do, and they don't do everything we do, so.
Yeah.
I think it's fine.
I think
the Indian part of the show was really good. Like, I think they did it fine. I think it was authentic. I think it was. I don't think they did it too hard. I think it was a good doing of it. I thought the story itself was my problem with the show. I like the Indian parts. I thought it was fine.
The one Indian part that not Indian part, how do I say, the Indian representation, I feel like that was spot on, was the mom.
Yeah, I know, I was gonna say.
Oh yeah.
I think it wasn't even try hard. It wasn't like a typical Indian mom. It was a complete accurate representation of what a mother would look like after being widowed and having to move to America and stay in an unknown country while she has to raise her daughter who she has problems with. like her acting, I think her acting in the show was the best, because they were portraying her to be a very mean woman to Devi, but then obviously, you know, in that last episode, or the second last episode, where she tries to make amends and where she goes actually to the therapist and says how, like, she started saying how she felt when Devi said that she wished she was dead, and I felt for her.
Like,
I really felt for her. Like, I don't know, I just feel like her acting was very, very good. Like, she also portrayed the very, like, log kya kahenge, but with a twist. Log kya kahenge meaning, like, what will people say, you know?
I feel like you said that worse than non-Indians.
Yeah. There was this part where, like, all the aunties were, you know, at the puja episode, and all the aunties were, like, coming up and, like, saying really stupid things, but then she kind of put them in her place without being too preachy.
Oh, I love that part.
Right?
So
like,
good.
it wasn't too preachy, it was just like what any savage Indian mother would do. But then she also, like, as savage as she was there, she also still brought up her Indian traits, and when, like, you know, they didn't sit next to that girl.
Sorry, I was laughing at the issue, but I agree with your point.
Yeah,
It's
like,
very
they didn't sit next to the girl because she was what did she do? She married, I don't even remember what she did, but
she, I don't know what I can't remember.
Oh
but
no,
did something.
she got married
Yeah.
to
That was
a
not-
Muslim guy and then they got divorced.
Oh yeah.
right, okay, so yeah, like, that part was just a bit like, I mean, the thing is, the truth is, it happens, like, this kind of stuff happens when people are, like, isolated like that, but so it just made me sad, but not in a way the show did it wrong. Like, I feel like that was actually a very good representation, that whole part, and how, you know, I'm not saying now, again, it was, I feel like, a bit stereotypical to show that Indian mothers are, like, not supportive and, like,
That's true though.
and
I mean, not for all, but
no,
yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
for
we try
us,
that.
yeah, see, that's the thing.
Yeah,
But, like, I
fine.
think, like Shefu said, it's not for every mother, and I don't think they were trying to generalize.
Yeah.
It was just a representation of one Indian mother. But the problem is, even though we are aware that not all Indian mothers are like that, people in America watching this are going to think, that's my problem, because this is the only show really that is has a Indian front as the cast. We know that not all parents are like that. Yes, there are some parents like
other
that,
shows
but
also, it's not like, that's not I think the problem is because this show is trying to do Indian representation, then now you're like, oh, is everything they're representing representing Indian culture? But sometimes it's just, this is how this person is, and it doesn't really have to do with the fact that they're Indian or not. Like, I was literally watching Modern Family, and it's the exact same thing, that the daughter just wanted the dad to say that he's proud of her.
Yeah. The thing is, and even if it is trying to be Indian, whatever, they can't, it's not like they can represent every single thing, every different kind of person. They have to also make the show interesting. They're also just trying to show one thing. Like, we can't fault, we say, oh, you're showing one thing, why are you not showing?
First 8 episodes should have been 1 episode long, then the last 2, so like 3 episodes combined to make 1 movie.
I don't know, there was just something about the first part of the show that was just not sitting well with me, and then the last 2 episodes just redeemed itself because it showed character growth for Devi, and it showed her as a realistic teenager. I think that's what I really like about that show, is that first of all, they casted a teenager to be the main girl. It was not a non-Indian or half Indian girl like how they casted Naomi Scott for Jasmine. She's half British, half Guju, like, you know, but this was full Indian, South Indian representation. It was amazing.
Oh.
We just watched Kahona.
Oh. In the last 2 episodes, I loved the scenes between like, I loved seeing, as bad as it sounds, I loved seeing Devi deteriorate. Like, seeing the way she was crumbling down and becoming less and less angsty. She was becoming more and more numb.
Oh, yeah.
Like, in that sense where she just kind of, her anger all just went out the window. What? It's a good representation of, like, trauma, and, you know, I can't imagine how she must be feeling having to lose her father and then having to suppress all of it, because she's just a teenager, she's a kid. Like, these are what kids do, and I think they put a very good representation of the fact that she is just a kid, and these are exactly how kids react. You can't even be angry at her because she's a child, and she's a child that lost her father and is trying to fill that void with the attention from other boys. And I love how the therapist
I didn't even realize that.
yeah, and
I mean, I just don't think they should have forgiven her so fast.
actually they didn't know.
Yeah, they didn't.
They only forgave her in the last episode or something.
They didn't, it was more of, they just realized that she needs help. They, like, I think that was realistic. Like, they were angry with her, and then, but they were like, okay, I need to put my anger aside because her problem right now is really serious, and whatever,
Yes,
it's gonna get resolved eventually.
No, like she did a few things at first, right? Then they kept forgiving, like, oh, it's okay. And then later on, when she did something really bad, then they didn't forgive her.
Yeah.
But like they kept forgiving her. But I think it's okay, like as Sal has said. But still, like there's some consequence, right?
I didn't like how when Elle found her mother and stuff, it was resolved very quickly. But I mean, what would I know about the situation? But to me,
It was
like
Yeah,
resolved.
actually, even I agree that it was resolved way too quickly, or it was just a bit. It wasn't an unnecessary subplot. It was just like, huh? Like randomly, the mother came in and then left within the next episode. Like what? I mean, I feel like that could have been developed a lot more to show Eleanor's storyline.
They kind of just used that to give a reason for Davy to betray them.
Which is quite sad, right? Because it was a very interesting storyline actually. Like, can you imagine the mother coming, like lying to the daughter and then completely outing the sexuality of her friend at a bake sale and then abandoning her child? What? Like, it was actually a very interesting subplot. Like, that's an interesting subplot, but then...
Should have started from episode 1 and gone on to episode 10.
That should have been the whole series.
For it to be a subplot is too much.
Starring Elle.
Yeah, actually. No,
I thought it was fun to watch.
Yeah.
I like the episode name. I like how there was the episode names. You know, the Never Have I Ever blah.
Oh, I didn't realize it until episode 7. Like, I thought everything is just never, ever. And I was like, why is there a ... something?
Big.
You know, oh, there's never.
No. I thought, why is it ... something? And I remember telling Sildri in episode 5, why is it called Never Have I Ever? And then I realized, oh, I see what you did there.
I have no words. A viewer of a lot of other shows that portray it, you know, the LGBT community, I think this was a very, like, normal, very chill way of expressing, like, a teenager, showing a teenager who was struggling with identity, like, sexuality issues. What do you think?
But we also felt her struggle, so...
Yeah, we felt her struggle as well, but it wasn't a, like,
And I also liked that it wasn't the whole part about her personality.
Oh yeah, that's
it
true.
was just
That's
one
true.
thing that she was doing.
Yeah.
Like, there's so many other things about her. She does the robotics, she's always there for her friends.
And she's really
And then
pretty.
that's
With
just the stage.
yeah.
She likes polo tees.
Yeah.
The show has a spectrum of amazing acting to very questionable acting. Amazing acting is the mom.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so this is the tier rankings, okay? Mom. Davy, Eleanor, and...
Eleanor.
That's her name.
Yeah, I know, but you put Eleanor after Davy.
Yeah, that's her.
No. Davy, Elle, and Fabiola. I thought actually not Eleanor.
Yeah, what are you talking
Davy
about?
and Fabiola. I think they were very good actors. Okay, wait, just cut this part out. Let me think this through. No. Okay, Mother, Davy. Who else was in the show?
I think Ben was a good actor.
Ben. Then Fabiola and Elle. Way down is Kamala. And even way down there is Kamala's boyfriend.
Steve! Oh my god, Steve!
Way down. And even way down there.
I like that subplot a lot. I really like how, like, even after the girl was like, oh, you better just get, like, the one who was isolated at the prayers, and she was like, yeah, you better just, like, do the arranged marriage and do whatever they tell you. Kamala was still like, no, I'm not gonna marry you, and I'm also not gonna marry you because I'm gonna do that biology research, girls.
And what is Prashant?
Siri is way too obsessed with the guy who was there for 2 minutes.
Okay, did you see him? Like, did you see his face?
For 2 minutes.
I mean, he also seems like he's got a good amount of cash to offer.
On TikTok, every single Indian girl is like, okay, if I had to get an arranged marriage and the guy showed up like Prashant, like, just give it to me, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
And if they do a next season, I don't know what the heck they can do a next season about because everything's resolved.
That's true.
I really hope that this is it and there was a really nice final scene where they just imply everything and it's nice.
What, Rachel?
Yes,
Rachel.
Rach.
Unless they talk more about Eleanor and her story.
Oh!
Because I kind of want to know
How
that.
about second season? Fabiola and Eleanor. That's it. Okay.
Never have I ever not been Davy.
Oh.
How does never have ever work?
Some shows are supposed to be easy to watch. Elite is very intense. This is the opposite of that.
Actually, that's
So
true.
it
That's
has,
true. This was
like,
a very
that's
easy show. It was an easy show to watch, but I didn't find myself wanting to watch the next episode, which is a problem with Netflix shows. Like, if you don't want to binge a Netflix show, that means there's something wrong, because the whole point of Netflix is to binge, right? So, like, with Elite and stuff, like, I could not stop watching Money Heist. I couldn't stop watching. Friends also I can just watch all day, but with this show, Sahil and I had to struggle to continue watching. We were like, it's okay, let's just not watch the next episode now. Let's watch it the next day. But we were struggling to finish watching the show. That's what I felt.
Rish, I thought you said you didn't really like the show. Why don't you tell us about that?
Yeah, why not?
I just thought it was unnecessary. I just thought the whole existence of the show was completely unnecessary.
Alright.
That's a hot take.
Sorry, it's a bit much.
It's quite a spicy opinion.
Thank you so much for watching this video. We hope you enjoyed it. Leave a comment below on what you thought about the show, or DM me and
DM you, that's new.
yeah, like we'd love to see what you guys thought, and let us know if there's any other show that we should watch and review.
I don't think they will. We got like one
I don't think, yeah.
I don't think they want any more of this. The opposite of we want more, they're gonna say we want less.
You don't want to see 4 people talking out of their ass and trying to act smarter than they are. Okay, please stop, guys.
Never have I ever wanted to watch this video.
Y'all are not funny and you need to stop.
I mean, if you think that too, please don't comment it. Thank you for watching. Bye. See you.
Smash the like button. Smash the
See you in my next video.
Smash that dislike button.
Bye.
Show this is unsupport for my sister. Let's go.
Bye. Can you
Unfollow
just
me
do the
Instagram.
bye? Bye.
Oh, bye. Wait, no,
Now Risha has to go to school. That's why she's been trying to delay this video by saying nonsense
Goodbye.
opinions.
Adios.
Okay, I'm gonna play Call of Duty. Bye.
I hate that smell. What the hell is that smell?
It's you.
It's
need to
you.
shower.
I do shower.